Pecha is a very interesting format for presentation. It makes sure you get to the point, since you only have 20 slides of 20 seconds each. This one was given to the AQR QRCA Conference in Prague, 2010. In this presentation, I will suggest that we need to rethink the nature of what we call qualitative research itself. And my perception is that this is coming from outside rather than within our profession. What is happening is that qualitative research is exploding. The very notion of qualitative research as having small purposive samples, sound methods and careful analysis and interpretation has to be completely rethought. There is so much going on out there. What you are seeing now is from wefeelfine.org, and it's not even meant as a research tool. This scans blog posts for occurrences of the phrases I feel and I am feeling. And the applets panel can be used to specify different populations for you to research. More prosaically, a community of a couple of thousand customers can easily answer qualitative questions in a matter of hours, as well as providing quant data to measure the extent and strength of opinion. Is it qualitative, quantitative, or quantitative? Where is the dividing line between qual and quant? There's no longer necessarily any correlation between the numbers of people talked to and the insights that they generate, let alone who is doing the talking or even who's doing the asking, because that can be automated. Yes, what we have to think about next are bots. Not only are they going to go and find the information, they use the heuristics to guess the gender and age of the person producing it and analyze it, use it natural language processing. So is this the end of the world for qual as we know it? Are we all going to fall off a cliff tomorrow? Well, we've survived attacks from quantitative, from academics, from neuroscience. But although we're feeling quite secure at the moment, I do see a lot of research that is less than inspiring. What's happening with it? Are qual researchers too slow? The answer for some clients is yes. There is pressure to spend less time on planning research and certainly pressure not to spend time on analysing. So are we being tempted just into serving fast food? The trouble is clients dictate the ingredients. We're not doing ourselves any favours by not challenging them when they want to use it inappropriately, when they want to overload topic guides and they won't let us time to do proper analysis. Another issue is of some rather simplistic ideas about motivation and emotion. There's very little use of proper psychologically based models. In fact, the whole approach to research is often too simplistic, using inbuilt assumptions that are comfortable for marketing men, but don't stand up under new findings from neuroscience. Gerald Zaltman has shown in how customers think that decision-making is far from a logical process. Consumers aren't aware of what happens, let alone able to put it into words, without help. This model was formulated in 1898, and no wonder that this kind of thinking leads to very obvious kinds of findings that sometimes miss the really important point. No wonder clients think they can do better research themselves. Yet, in all of this explosive maelstrom, there is a huge opportunity. Digital agencies, behavioural economists, and social psychologists are helping to show us the way forward, using new thinking to work more effectively. Digital agencies, you say? Well, this is from David Armano, SVP at Edelman Digital. Ironically, in some ways, they're closer to consumers than we are. David blogs about consumer values that drive technology, visual thinking, ethnography, and creativity, and we could learn some stuff here. And the newly fashioned behavioural economists are making us take a long, hard look at all the things people can't say in focus groups, either because they don't know or because they're fooled by brains that are fearful, overconfident, loss-averse and easily led. So for one thing, let's include the social domain in qualitative research. We have the opportunity to observe social interactions in groups, but too many moderators won't let a group be social because of a need for control. They are too scared to let a group watch and go. Social psychology looks at a range of topics including group behaviour, social perception, conformity, influence, attraction, leadership and persuasion, all essential to understanding consumer behaviour. And all of this based on experimental method, not asking people to say what they would do, but creating situations where they have to do something and noticing what that teaches you about how they behave. And notice that online techniques give us access to large numbers of people who can be given tasks and enabled to very easily report on their choices. So let's bring in experimental research as another method for qualitative. And so I leave you now as a 21st century qualitative consultant with this beautiful computer-generated art and this thought about our potential. We may be small, but we can still have an impact. Thank you very much for listening.